Hi boys and girls, we're going to do a quick review of lesson 1 from unit 8, which we did yesterday, because there seemed to be a little bit of confusion and you couldn't see the smartboard. So a point is shown by a dot, and that would be labeled point X. Now you can label it whatever you want. A line is a straight path that goes on forever in both directions. So when you draw a line, you put arrows on the ends to show that it goes on and on. So lines can be named by any 2 points on the line. So if I put a point here, and I label my points A, B, this would be line A, B is how I would identify that. Okay, then we have the line segment is a part of a line. Okay, and there's endpoints on each end. So segments are named by their endpoints. So if this is E and this is F, this is line segment E, F. Okay, then next one is array. Okay, array has an endpoint and it keeps going in one direction. So if you put 2 rays together, 2 rays create an angle. Okay, and then this right here is called, the endpoint that where they join is called a vertex. Okay, so each of these are an array. Okay, and the endpoint is the vertex, and these make an angle. This is lesson 2 of unit 8. So the page we're on right now is page 399. Angles are measured in units called degrees. 1 degree is the measure of one very small turn from one ray to the other. So this angle here has a measure of 1 degree. So we're looking at that little angle. The measure of an angle is the total number of 1 degree angles that fit in it. So this one has 5 degrees. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that one is a 5-degree angle. The symbol for degrees is a small raised circle. You can write the measure of the angle above as 5 degrees. A right angle has a measure of 90 degrees, and we've been over this before. So it is a quarter turn for a circle. That's just a quarter turn. A straight angle measures 180. And so that goes halfway on the circle. And then the angle below here is 360. There are 360 degrees in a circle. So this one is all colored in, so that would make it 360 degrees. The next page, page 400, requires a protractor. Okay, and since I don't think all of you have that at home, we are just going to skip this page. On page 401, we are going to sketch these angles. Okay, we're not going to draw it using a protractor because we don't have those at home to use, and so we're going to go with sketching. Okay, so the first one here is they want you to draw a 90-degree angle. Please pause the video and draw a right angle. Okay, and there is my right angle. Much easier to make when there's a square here that shows the angle. Okay, the next one is a 180-degree angle. And if you remember, that is a straight angle. So pause the video and draw a 180-degree angle. And there is my 180-degree angle. All right, let's go to 45-degree angle. Now we need to think about this because we need to take, so if this is 90, if I subtract 45, okay, I'm going to get 45. So 45 is half of a right angle. Okay, so if I'm going to sketch that angle, here's a right triangle. Okay, a 45-degree angle would be right here and right here, because the total of those two would be 90. And number 8, you're going to do a 360-degree angle. Please pause the video and draw the 360 angle. And as you can see, I drew a circle. A circle is a 360-degree angle. Now we're going to look at the figures over here, and we're going to answer the next questions. So name one right angle in each figure. Okay, so I'm looking here and I see right here, and kind of the giveaway is the little box. So I'm going to call that one angle BRM. Okay, and then I'm going to find a right angle in this figure here, and I see the angles right there, the right angle, and I'm going to label that one OAI. And notice that I wrote the point where the right angle is in the middle of my answers. Okay, so how much greater is the measure of KRB? So let's see, KRB. How much greater is that straight angle than this one? Angle IAO. Well, I know that this angle here is a straight angle, and I know that that's 180 degrees. And this one here is a 90-degree angle. So they're asking how much greater is 180 than this angle at 90. Okay, and I know that if I subtract, I will end up with 90 degrees, because 90 plus 90 is 180. Number 12 asks which angle appears to be a 45-degree angle. Okay, so we did that one up here on the top of the page. So to me, it looks like this one that I put green could be 45, as well as this one. So I'm going to go with angle UAE. So angle UAE, as well as angle EAO, which is this one. The last question on this page says the measure of angle IAE is 135 degrees. So what would the measure of OAE be? And the measure of angle UAE. Okay, so we're trying to figure out what these angles are, how many degrees they are. All right, so to figure this out, I already know that this angle right here is 135 degrees. But I do see the right angle here, so I'm going to take 135 and I'm going to subtract that part of the 135 degree angle. Okay, and I end up with 45. Okay, so now I have 45 degrees left for this angle, for the rest of that obtuse angle. Okay, so I have a 90 degree and 45 degree, and that equals 135. So the first one is 45 degrees, and then UAE would be 45, so that it adds up to 90. The next page is really going to make you think. So here's a map of John's neighborhood. The East and West Streets are named for presidents of the United States, and the North and South Streets are numbered. Okay, the avenues have letters. This is an avenue here. And John's house is on the corner of Lincoln and First. Okay, so this is where John's house is. That's the end point. The first question is asking us, what do the arrows to the left of the map show you? Okay, and that is a map compass, and it shows the directions of north, east, south, and west. Okay, so that tells you the directions. All right, number 15. John leaves his house and rides his bike south on First. Okay, so I'm going south on First. All right, so the first one says John turns southeast. So he started here and he went southeast, and now he's going to turn onto Avenue A. What kind of an angle did he ride? Okay, and to me, that looks like that would be an obtuse angle. Okay, when he reaches Washington, so let's see Washington. He's going to go to right here. This is Washington. He turns west. Okay, so now we're going to go west. Okay, so what kind of an angle is that? That is an acute angle. Okay, so we did finish that one. The next one, when he gets back to First, he turns south. So now we're going to go south. Okay, and that, to me, looks like a right angle. Okay, question 16 says John's cousin Cora leaves John's house and rides east on Lincoln to Avenue B. Okay, so here's John's house, and I know that east is this direction, and she rides to Avenue B. Draw the angle she makes if she turns southeast. Okay, and what kind of an angle would that one be? That would be an obtuse angle. Please take pictures of the workbook pages that we just completed and post them on Seesaw. And then there's also homework for you to do as well.